I'm going to our division now then. Here we go. There we go. So we've got the Orkney Orcas 267.29 against the Rotherham Raiders 171. 196.16 against 193.75. Kirkwall Chargers over the top end Niners. That was the battle for the top 2 and 3. Aberdeen Bucks 224 against the Edinburgh Packers 187. Preston Panthers 186.13 against the 225.69 Newcastle Buccaneers. Rotherham Bears 162.06 against Banfield Panthers 147.1. Glossop Fighting Gophers 175 against the Hot Shot Hot Dogs 183.81. So obviously we finished top at 11-3, a 5-game win streak. Then a flip-flop there between for the bye week, the Kirkwall Chargers beating the top end Niners, get them to 10-4. Top end Niners 9-5, 9-5 for the Aberdeen Bucks, 9-5 for the Newcastle Buccaneers. And at 7-7, even though they've got a 4-game losing streak, just had enough points by like 11 points for Rotherham Bears.
I mean, if that doesn't highlight just how important a good start is, I don't think anything will. To go a 4-game losing streak and still sneak into the playoffs is massive, and it's testament to the start of the season. The problem with that is you've not won in 5 weeks now. There's got to be a reason for that. And is that going to turn? Are you going to be able to turn that round this week? Because this is the week now. You have to turn that round, and it's up against obviously Doug's top head Niners, who were looking very strong up to this week, and were unlucky to lose this week as well. So tough time for Preston Panthers, but they've got themselves in, and it's testament to the start they had to the season. Congratulations to you, Johnny, for topping the division, getting the bye week.
Thank you very much. It was nice. After getting relegated last year, it's nice to be top this year. But like I say, there is 5, well, including myself, 5 high-scoring teams in the top 6. As much I would love to win the trophy, but it's not going to be easy.
It's wide open. It really is. Anyone is really wide open, and nice to sit out this week though and have that wee rest. And down the bottom half, we're all playing to kind of try and get up and join you as well.
But remember, 9 go up.
Yes, 9 go up.
So
win 1 game and then win this week, and then you've got 2 chances at winning 1 game.
Yeah, so obviously it's Rotherham Bears at 7-7, they'll get a bye. Glossop Fighting Gophers get a bye, then you'll be playing the Rotherham Raiders, if I remember rightly, and then
that's right.
Hot Dogs against the Banfield Panthers. So I would fancy your chances, but let's see how Doug did, because he was really unlucky. Just less than 3 points.
Yeah, I think it's Kyle Walker and Ashton and Gente. That's the 2 of them. Just they're flattered to deceive this year, and when they've had big weeks, Doug scored massively, and when they've not, he's not, and that's been a major problem for him all season long.
34 points for Devon White.
Yeah, that's when you getting that kind of points for one of your defenders can be a difference maker as well. And indeed, it was a big difference. It made a big difference here. It kind of covers a bad one from one of your offensive players.
Kelsey.
So you can kind of that covers Kelsey's only getting 4 points, or Alan, Ladd only getting 3 points. Those 3 points cover that up.
Well, no, it was a good game. Obviously, Joe Burrow. For the snow game, him and Josh Allen were throwing the ball pretty well.
Oh, I mean, it was crazy for that. I mean, wasn't it, Josh? I left Burrow on the bench in the home league. I played Bo Nix over him because I thought, it's going to be in snow. I'm not going to throw him out here. And away they went off on an absolute tangent. It was good to see, But and of course, Kirkwall Chargers played Joe Burrow there, and that was a big start. And Mahomes done absolutely nothing for Doug. But Doug and Mahomes, they don't have a good relationship at all, really, do they?
No, but it's really weird because for fantasy-wise, Mahomes just had a better year than he has for the last couple of years. The last couple of weeks, he's not done great, but he's like I usually do draft him in some place, but I think I've not got him really anywhere apart from the dynasty that I'm doing crap in. Oh, I think I made the playoffs this year. But yeah, it's
Because
No.
they've got to open up a bit more now because their defence isn't as good. They've got to open up and actually play a little bit more now. And, and it's still Mahomes, no matter how bad the Chiefs are playing at the moment. It's still Patrick Mahomes. He's still got excellence in him. And yeah, the points are rolling a wee bit more this year. It's the same with the Eagles. It's the same issue you've got with the Eagles. Their defense has just been so good that it's masked the fact that the offense is better. And Barkley was so good last year that it masked the fact that the offense was pretty poor. And Hurts really isn't that great a quarterback. But it's been found out this year because they've been in more games. Teams have been able to score on them. So the offense has had to try and come out and do something. And it's been found out, so yeah, it's been a very topsy-turvy season, and that's the kind of dip. But when that happens, Mahomes is always going to have some points. Hurts is always going to have some weeks with big points because they're having to throw the ball a wee bit more and they're having to go a wee bit quicker.
Definitely. So I didn't even. Oh yeah, I had to put Pollard in last week for McCaffrey being in a bye. It worked out pretty well.
Yeah, that worked out no bad for you. Pollard, that was just a complete anomaly against such a good defense as well in the Cleveland defense. That was absolutely crazy, that performance. But if you had to play him, and it was a type of week where so many, there was teams on bye. It's a type of week where you might just have had to, like you have been forced into putting them in your team, and you'd have done it with absolute apprehension, going, "Oh, I don't want to do it. I've got to do it. I've got to do it." 35 points later, and you're delighted.
Well, I have to admit, I was a bit worried because obviously I traded Kittle for Washington and Hawkinson. And of course, Kittle was on a bye. I thought that's what I did earlier on a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, guarantee these two bastards are going to come back and beat me. But Washington was a late out, and he never changed it. When Hawkinson only got 11 3 points. But
that certainly worked in your favour doing that.
Wilson getting 45 points obviously helped. And I had 23 points from my kicker on Thursday, remember. So that was a good start.
I mean, it's always Aubrey's been a massive difference maker for you this year in the points that he scored. He's been scoring absolutely massive points, and it's such a difference maker if you've got a kicker who can consistently score in the high teens, early 20s, and that's what you've had from Aubrey this year. And that it's no surprise that you're top.
Yeah, no kickers next year though, so never mind. Oh yeah, so you came up against Josh Allen.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was meant to be close, kind of along the way. It didn't matter in the end. It was a nothing game, and I wasn't getting up to the top two for the bye week anyway. So yeah, it pittered away. I get pummeled out of it, So what can you do?
No, actually, you would have if you had one. You would have been an 8th and got the bye week because you've outscored them by.
Did I have the points?
Yeah.
Oh well,
you had 2,600.
Thanks for that, Johnny.
Oh, it's the least I could do for my co-host, just to have a wee dig.
But yeah, anyway, what will
got to get the facts right. There you go. So here we go.
I'm looking half decent to win this week and get the win out of the way this week, and then 1 out of 2 is all I need. But yeah, it's the big two this week: Aberdeen Bucks and Newcastle Buccaneers, and the Preston Panthers and the Top Head Niners. Neither of
hits. There you go.
And it's there you go. There he is, the big man. Kyle Pitts plays. So that pretty much guarantees that. Who is it? Aberdeen Bucks that have got him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it pretty much guarantees Aberdeen Bucks are going to beat the Newcastle Bucks. So unlucky to Newcastle this time around, but it'll take a momentous failure on the behalf of Aberdeen Bucks players and a momentous week in behalf of the Newcastle Bucks to overcome a 59-point start.
Yes, it's a sore one. Although Queen's not going to get that much. He might get about 20, but he got 15 out of Godwin. Wasn't bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's 15's par, but 59 isn't even. 59's not even a birdie. It's not even an eagle. It's an albatross. 59 for Kyle Pitts. I mean, that's like 3 players worth of points here.
I know that's a bloody sore start. Oh, and Doug's got the Preston Panthers. Why is Doug predicted to lose?
Yeah, I mean, Shakir is just one of these funky ones, isn't it? Yeah, it's a big week or a nothing week and nothing in between. I mean, Harold Fannon's got to have a much better week. Well, he should be getting a lot of targets this week. And Chicago defense is not brilliant against the tight ends, And so I can see Fannin having a big game this week. But I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's got a hell of a game this week because it's just a complete shootout against the Rams, really, isn't it? Lions Rams. I mean,
And
the point
GSN.
spread's 55.5.
Definitely. The thing is, it looks like a lot of Dogs players are playing out in the crappy weather. Whereas a lot of the other team are playing nice weather.
Not bad places, yeah. So
Maybe cold, but it's just not windy. Obviously, defenders in the crap weather, but Sells on the bench.
I mean, it is a 50-50. You have to think that, you look at the team for the Pressing Panthers there and you think, yeah, remember, that's on a 4-game losing streak. But it looks tidy and it's, St. Brown and JSN at wide receiver. What a receiver core that is, You can plug almost anyone in beside them and they should cover most other threes.
Definitely. And you've got A-Chain against Pittsburgh. I know the defense is getting better. Williams against Minnesota. You might get the goal line touches if we get that far. You might get some rushing touchdowns.
Well, I mean, Williams has been doing great all season long, and so is A-Chan. The A-Chan problem is how bad are his ribs, but as far as I'm aware, he's good to go and it's no problem. But never an easy place to run in Pittsburgh, but we'll see how it's Tua that would be more worried about quarterback, but then, you're up against Lawrence, who can be very hit and miss. Yeah, I mean, it's a 50-50 game, it really is.
I know, I mean, I'm going to enjoy keeping an eye on this one, because that's going to be a good game. And then down the bottom bit, obviously, you've got a 13-point start for the Booker, which is still pretty
Booker,
good.
Who's been so disappointing the entire season.
Thing is, it's got more people to go against now. You've got Godwin and Evans, so maybe he'll come at.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay. It's fine, I guess, But I mean, I should win this one, but you never know. It's been so my players have been so up and down. I've got Lamb playing, which is always helpful, but I need Watson and Jennings to be pretty decent. And of course, I need Aaron Jones to run well against Dallas, which he should do. It's Dallas.
Brown should run against Baltimore. Jennings should get targets. It should be okay, but we don't always go by projections. They're always a bit crap. Then Roddy's up against the Hotshot Hot Dogs, Joe Pez's pal. So he's got 4 points off Rashad White.
Yeah, that's a horrendous start. But if I'm Fraser, I'm worried about my Jalen Hurts and where exactly he's going after his minus points last week. That's the biggest. That's a big worry there. It's been a thorn in his side all season long.
It has. Maybe just because I'm a Giants fan and I'm biased, but I've never really liked him anyway. So we'll go on to the Yesney division.
Carson Wentz, really.
Yeah. So this one, I can't remember how this ended up in week 14.